in 55 when I started with the Tennessee Two. Our first public concert was in a church, and we were looking around for shirts or clothes that matched, some kind of uniform look that we could wear, and the only thing we had alike was black. And I said, well, black would be better for church. So we wore black that night, and it became kind of a trademark. And I got away from it for a couple of years, but we went back to black would be better for church, wouldn't it? We went back to it, and it's what I've always felt comfortable in, so it's what I continue to wear.
When did you start songwriting?
As long as I can remember, I've been writing songs, poems. I didn't call them songs when I was a kid. I called them song poems, because I never did write music, but it's something I've always done.
Are you from a musical background yourself?
Not a professional musical background. My mother played piano and guitar, and so did her sisters. And there's a lot of music in the family, all right.
Has your wife influenced your music?
I think so. June's mother started recording in 1927, Mother Maybelle Carter, and she's still very active. She's with us on most of our concerts, though she was not able to come to Europe this time. But on June's side of the family, the country music roots go way back to the 20s, and I've always loved the Carter family songs. I know many, many of them, and I think probably in a way that the Carter family style of song has influenced me, yes.
You only took up music seriously when you came back after the war.
Right.
Did the war affect you very much in the kind of things you started writing when you came back?
No, you see, I wasn't in the Korean War. I was in the Air Force at that time, but I was not in the war. I was in Germany. I was there for 3 years, and I think it's during that 3 years semi-isolation, so far as friends and family at home is concerned, that I really began seriously thinking about a career in the music business, because it's really all I lived for. And when I got back to the United States, I knew that sooner or later I would be in the music business, because it's what I had to do.
Did you see yourself as being a big star at that time, or did you merely want to earn a living out of playing music?
No, becoming a big star was not, never entered my mind. The thing that I always thought about was, back then you have to remember it was just radio. I wanted to be a radio star. I wanted to be a radio singer. And I thought if I sang on the radio station in Memphis, Tennessee, that would be about as big as you could get. Because that's the station I listened to. A little station, well, not a little station, a big station, really, WMPS in Memphis. And when we worked in the fields, we'd come in for the noonday meal, and we'd listen to WMPS, to the country music shows and the gospel music shows. And I always thought that if I could ever sing on that noonday show, WMPS, that would be it. That would be as high as you could get.
Were you ever a tenor? I'd heard that you were a tenor one time.
I was. Well, up until I was 17. When I cut wood all day with my dad, we cut wood for the winter's fire, And I think that hard work that day is what made that voice drop, because I came in singing that night from the woods, and it was very low. My mother noticed it.
So you never looked back after that?
No. Excuse me.
Who influenced you the most in your music, do you think?
Whoever was popular. The first ones I remember were the Carter family. It was Carter family, Jimmy Rogers. Then later on there was Ernest Tubb and Hank Snow. The Louvin brothers, who were very popular in Memphis. Smiling Eddie Hill. All the local singers.
Do your songs express your attitudes to life, would you say?
In a lot of ways, yes. Sometimes it's pretty hard to separate a man from his, I like to call it art, when it's so much a part of him, So, like my faith is a part of me, and that shines through in some of the songs. I've always sung gospel, spirituals, and I've always enjoyed it because it was a part of me. And I still do a lot of that, especially in the concerts. And A lot of the songs are from true experiences, a lot are from imaginary tales that I've dreamed up, but a lot of them, like, for instance, 5 Feet High and Rising is really a slice of life the way I knew it, about a flood I was in. And a song like Picking Time tells about life on the cotton farm, the way I remembered it.
You said in your book that as part of it was about the avoiding the pitfalls of the entertainment
Yeah.
world. What kind of pitfalls?
Well, I was talking about the things that caused my heartache and pain in the first place. I was talking about the pills and the booze, the dope.
Well, what sort of situation do you think gave rise to you having that problem? Was the strain of having to...
Yes, I think so. And I was very vulnerable because at the time, this was like 15 years ago, I was I was trying everything. I was a rambler. I was a rounder. I'd gotten away from the faith that I'd had as a child, and I was trying everything that came along. Whatever was going around, I was having some.
Would you have any advice to give to a young country music singer, say, starting off in this country? It's very popular here, as you know.
Well, I would just say, be sure you know that it's what you want to do, and then don't stop trying, because it might be the 92nd time you try that you'll finally make it. The first time I was in Ireland was 1957. I came here on vacation, or 58. I came here on vacation, and spent 10 days here. And it was on the way home from that vacation that I wrote 40 Shades of Green, because we love the country, and I wanted to say that in the song, how much we did love it.
No Irish grannies tucked away anywhere, no?
I don't think so.